始まりますね。まだ見れないね。Okay, I think it's ready to start. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's start.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi everyone. So welcome for joining our session. I'm Mai, Miss Bitcoin. As you might know, I have been working for Crypto Against the COVID Japan campaign with Binance Charity. And thank you for Helen for arranging this great opportunity. So Japanese community really appreciate it. And I also would like to say thank you to everyone for cooperating. This session is a wrap-up session of this campaign. And today I invited Helen from Binance Charity and Nori from DP. So the purpose of this session is learning a lot of new things worth sharing across industries. So could you please introduce yourself briefly from Helen, please?
Hi, everyone. I'm Helen from Binance Charity. I'm here together with my colleague Vanessa. Vanessa, do you want to say hi?
Hi, this is Vanessa from also Binance Charity.
Yeah, it's our great pleasure actually coming to this session to talk to all of you about Binance Charity. I've been heading up the charity for the past two years, and I'm really glad, now with the Japanese community support, we could also doing some good things, to help Japan during this COVID time.
And thank you. And Vanessa, so please say hello to Japanese community.
Hi. Hello, nice to meet you. My name is Vanessa, the project director of Binance Charity Foundation. In the past few months, I've been working, and my team is working closely with Miss Bitcoin and Kizuna, and really launched a successful COVID crypto against COVID campaign in Japan, and really send our blessing and support to the Japan community. Thank you so much for supporting, and look forward to the following conversation with all of you to share our thoughts about how to advance sustainable development with blockchain technology.
Yeah, thank you, Vanessa. And here is Nori. Hi, Nori.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, good. And thank you for joining our session. And could you please introduce yourself briefly?
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Noriaki Mai. Call me Nori. I'm a NPO DP founder. I'm supporting so many high school kids who don't go to a school or drop out in Japan. More than about 2,000 high school kids I'm supporting in all over Japan. So thank you for having me this session, Miss Bitcoin, Mai. From probably I remember 2 or 3 years ago we met together, and you are cooperating me to, supporting our NPO to get the donation and cryptocurrency. So yeah, this time really I'm looking forward to talking about the donation to future and with Helen and Vanessa. Yeah, so thank you for having me this time.
Cool. Thank you, Nori. Okay, I have many questions today, so let's start.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. First of all, so I want to ask to Helen, so why did you decide to start Crypto Against the COVID campaign?
Okay, I think actually the most simple answer, as a human being, we felt this is our responsibility during such kind of crisis. We have to do something. This is actually the initial starting point. And clearly, last time when Miss Bitcoin during the online session talked to CZ, CZ has been actually the founder of Binance, and he is actually the big initiator of the COVID-19 project. So for us, when COVID first started, it started actually to attack in China. So we actually, I think at the beginning we realized, there's plenty of people that in Wuhan that are suffering without mask, without medical equipment. We just felt, and then we also read some articles about, people are not able to get all those equipment. So we felt it's very necessary, since being a chartered foundation, we have to do something. But most importantly, in this process, we want to show people why it's important, transparent donation actually really make a huge difference, because with less than a few weeks time, there's a huge amount of mask and medical equipment reach to the end beneficiaries, and everything is very transparent. So we realize in today's, like big global crisis, when the medical system does not work, actually the social community end-to-end support is very important. So when then the later in what happened in March is when actually globally started more of the pandemic, and then we realize it's very important we bring in the knowledge we accumulated in Wuhan, and also bring all those equipment to people around the world, because we know actually it's very important for all the people around the other part of the globe, whether it's a developing countries like the US, Japan, and also the most rural places in Africa, that many days that actually people are suffering and dying. This is really sometimes really an important thing that we need to work together to help. And I'm very glad during this campaign, a lot of the crypto community joined. More than, I think, 50 companies who joined this campaign to show support to the people who are in need. This is something I think, in the crypto community, we should be really proud of ourselves.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you. And so Helen told me about the transparency. And so you created a PPE token, right? So yeah. I would like to hear about the PPE token also.
Yeah, so in very simple terms, for example, if I am a girl in Japan, suffering from the lack of equipment, but then if actually I have friends in the US want to support me, but then whether that kind of support of the mask can be 100%, donated to my hand, that actually it is still a question mark. So this is why we created the PPT token, which actually we're making all the cost being 100% transparent. And in this whole process, you can see from the end-to-end, end-to-end recording, of this whole flow, which is also a decentralized modality in order to enhance the aid efficiency. And it also utilizes blockchain for transparent charity. Maybe Vanessa, you can add more from the implementation perspective.
Yeah, the implementation it's really a great honor that I could be part of this campaign to really support humanity. And also it's wonderful to really have the whole community engaged. From the implementation side, although financially it's really transparent that we managed to track every single thing from donors to end beneficiary, also financially and medical and physically transparent to everybody, but we still run into some difficulties. And I realized in this process it's really important to have everybody in different industry and different community engaged to achieve the goal of sustainable development. And blockchain itself is a wonderful technology that could possibly improve the charity. But more important is that we have different community, including Mai, including Mr. Imai, and people with indeed a good heart and good purpose, and we work together. And increasing the awareness of sustainable development. Only in this way can we, first of all, have enough support from the society and then work together to solve the difficulty. For example, something that really impressed me when I was working with Mai in this campaign was that we were doing fundraising recently, and really touching for me at the like when we do the fundraising, we thought it was really
Vanessa, come back. Maya, I think like your mic is,
Okay. Now it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And so now, so let's wait Vanessa, waiting for Vanessa's back.
Yeah, I think better.
Yeah.
And Helen too, I think.
Yeah, Helen too. And okay, and so now I'm. Oh, Vanessa, welcome back.
She came back?
聞いてくださいね。Hi, Vanessa.
Wi-Fi is gone, I think.
Oh.
Come back? Coming back now? Come on.
Okay, so Helen and Vanessa are sharing how blockchain technology work for the charity, and what do you feel, Nori, from their story?
I think like transparency and credibility is pretty important for the donation. So really, I'm really curious about hearing about their story and their dreaming things and their activity too. So yeah, I'm really impressed. And in this time, like they, the Binance charity is like Crypt Against COVID campaign. Yeah, they start this campaign, and it's spreading to the so how many countries it's spreading? I think more than 10 countries, right? I think. My mic is, I think, on.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I think around 20.
20, okay.
Yeah, more than 10, yes.
Yeah, so for me, like today actually I donate to the COVID Crypt Against COVID campaign today. And I feel like the donation is like make people to get together, and it's like it start to having a start to know the social issues, and especially for me, that this donation make me to know other countries things. So this is a really great campaign, I think. Yeah,
thank you. And Helen mentioned that the 24 countries.
24, okay.
Amazing. And welcome back, Vanessa.
Hi. Yeah, sorry,
Okay.
a lot of internet issues. So yeah, thank you so much. Sorry for the time, but yeah, it's a really exciting projects, and we could, like not only in Japan, especially, and we feel that like I just said before, if you haven't heard me earlier, is that I do feel that people are good indeed. Like they do have the heart that want to push the positive change of society and want to help each other. But maybe at the beginning they didn't just have a good way and not a good platform to know that how we can help each other in this pandemic. But with this campaign, Crypto Against COVID, we show that it's possible to help each other, and it's possible to show each other's good deed and send our goodness to each other in a transparent way. And yeah, so luckily we do get a lot of support and a lot of attention, especially in Japan, and people engage in so many interesting ways to help each other out, and it's like really a touching moment for us to see this happen. Yeah, so far, and yeah, again, thank you so much, Mai. I heard that you make a donation this morning, and
yeah, just a little, but it's a good,
But yeah, any even small deed would be appreciated, just to show that we're here, we're helping each other, and yeah, by far, good news that we have already raised around like 6.3K USD equivalent of crypto so far for Japan, and in the future, we would use this fund to support more Japan hospital, and specifically we will work with medical suppliers that produce all this medical supply in Japan to really help rebuild the industry in Japan as well. So yeah, it's definitely a In Japan for Japan initiative. And thank you for your support.
Yeah, thank you, Vanessa. And so I agree with you, and I am very happy because helping each other and no border, and so yeah, blockchain can make this, and it's very amazing. Yes. Okay, and Helen is also here. Helen. Oh, okay. Okay, let's continue. And now Vanessa sharing about this campaign. And in Japan, still so many people thought the cryptocurrency is only speculative things. But this campaign, after this campaign, many people realized that cryptocurrency can use good things. Yeah, and so
For us, like, coin check incident was really big. So yeah, but nowadays, I think from this time, like, we can change, I think. Yeah.
Oh, really? You think so? I'm very happy to hear that. So around your community, so interested in cryptocurrency and Nori?
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't hear it. Yeah.
Yeah. So your friends or your community, so realize that cryptocurrency can use good things.
Actually, not. I mean, when I think, like, nowadays, like, no one talks about the cryptocurrency about my community, especially for non-profit. I mean, social sector, non-profit organization, because of the coin check incident. But now in this time, like, I just take part in this session, right? And people know about people feel about how to say the future of the blockchain and the cryptocurrency, because, like, the 3 years ago, before the coin check incident, it was kind of like big money, the big some of the cryptocurrencies a huge effect for the donation sector. So from this time, like, the Binance charity is challenging to crypto against COVID, right? And this time I'm now here and talking about the future of that. And I hope, like, this the talk session will be a good time to the thinking about cryptocurrency for the non-profit non-profit sector. So yeah, this is challenging time. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. I hope the more people from a social sector will know about our activity. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah. And in the Twitter, like, it's spreading a little by little. So
yeah. Okay. I will continue to try.
Yeah. We should do it together. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And okay. So yes. So I think that the direct collection donation from overseas to Japan through cryptocurrency had an impact on many Japanese. And I felt that the activities from Japan to overseas are also important. And everyone, do you think blockchain will affect the way of things of people by the meaning of culture, industry? Yeah, what do you think?
Is it me or Vanessa?
Yeah, everyone. Yeah. Helen, Vanessa, Nori, everyone.
Is Helen online?
Helen is okay now.
Yeah, Wi-Fi is not good, I think.
But for me, like, from my experience, some of my friends and supporters, give us a donation from the overseas, like China and Taiwan and South Korea and Thailand. And in that time, like, it's just using a credit card, but and they said, like, when I give a donation and I start to know about the Japan's kids program. So like, so they continue to know the, the social issues in Japan, like, what I'm doing. So the donation donation is like, the beginning line to, reach the social issues. So the cryptocurrency is like, it's a, more connect factor or something like that. A bit beyond the borders. So I think it's big, the cryptocurrency giving so many opportunity to know, donations opportunities and to know the social issues, I think.
Yes, thank you, Nori. And what do you think about Vanessa?
Yeah, I think it's really good. I think for blockchain itself, because as we said before, it's like, especially in charity, I feel that it really gives people. I feel like it's really empowering for people in so many ways. In one way is that they feel that they like blockchain, especially for some of the wallet, you have your own thing and it's immutable and people can steal it. So you feel more secure having your own identity and you feel more powered to really secure what you earned. And at the same time, because like blockchain also offer, I would say that it's the new social contract. Like it gives people a new way of thinking how we interact with each other, and for example, like in crypto, we have a lot of voting mechanism. Like everybody in this community has to vote and go through all the nodes to agree on something. So as an individual, feel that like, okay, I can be engaged more in this community, and I can feel safe to be part of a community. So having said that, we could like on top of that, when people feel more secure, when people feel more empowered, and they know that everything is transparent and engaging, I feel that it actually bring people together closer in some way,
Right.
like because we will be more confident, like trusting each other, and we'll be more comfortable supporting each other in this way. So yeah, this is the like I think charity is a really good example of it.
Yeah,
Like,
I think so.
when more people trust it, I would love to help you because I know that my goodness can go directly to you, not like going somewhere else. So yeah, it's really cool. And there are a lot of application in different fields. So we look forward to different things. Yeah.
Especially for the charity, the transparency and the credibility is pretty important, so that's why, like, using cryptocurrencies and blockchains, I think it's a really good idea, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, like for example, like in education, I think it could also be a really good application. For example, like because I've heard there's a really interesting application for me. Is like if I want to donate specifically to a kid in, for example, like Iraq, and I can donate remotely from China or from Japan or from overseas anytime you want. And also we could, because all the contracts and the transaction could be programmed. So I can make sure that, for example, I want to donate. For example, I want to support the like women development, the women's in this community, and we hope that we can direct this to specifically that girl. We can write it, program it in the way that to make sure that all the conditions that donor wants could be achieved automatically by the computer instead of going through a lot of intermediary. So yeah, it's really promising, and yeah, I'm thinking, and yeah, education will be potentially in the future a big part of the finance charity. We do hope that in the future we support more kids in terms of education and also like more development side, other than just donating money or just donating basic essential goods. So yeah, look forward to like having more inspiring thoughts from you, from Mai and Mr. Imai.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Vanessa. And so, yeah. Okay. So now, so Binance Charity doing the very good things. And Vanessa, do you have other organization doing similar things, the social good things? So in blockchain community, if you know, please share with us.
I'm sorry, I wasn't. Do you mind repeating? I can't hear it.
Yeah, Vanessa, if you know about the other organization doing charity things or social good things, please share with us.
Sure, definitely. I think that a lot of, for example, I think a lot of and NGOs that are non-crypto NGOs are already thinking about adopting crypto as part of the solution. I think United Nations UNICEF or children, the children, I think they have crypto fund already, and they are accepting donations maybe around the globe to support kids, like support education with different area. I think that's a really promising and symbolic milestone for both NGO development and also crypto industry, because I feel that it's a good combination to really know that, well, charity itself is looking for innovation and we can be there to help them. So yeah, I think this is the most exciting milestone, and apparently BCF is doing it. And I think I do believe in a lot of blockchain and crypto companies are also considering exploring the social values of crypto and blockchain by doing charity. And yeah, and we are happy that Binance Charity is one of the first, one of the few first charity foundation that really pushing this forward. Yeah, so we can look forward. So that's, I'm here calling for like collaboration or partnership from all industry, whether you're a crypto or non-crypto. Let's just join us, you know, work on something really cool to make like charity more exciting together.
Yeah, thank you. And so, okay, and so Nori, so
Yes.
do you have any questions? So free to ask to Vanessa or Helen.
I see. I have one question, like, it's kind of same question, similar question with but like, Binance is like, the cryptocurrencies, transactions company, right? And but like, I haven't, I don't know that, other companies like doing, this like social things, like, I mean, social good things. But why, Binance and charities, are doing this, action?
I would love Helen to answer that, and let's see what Helen can answer. Can see you here. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. I can, if Helen doesn't have good connections, I can maybe answer a little bit based on the stories I heard from Helen. So it was kind of like a cute it's like a cute story between like it's about development of both personal and future development of a corporate and also an individual. So what I've heard is that Helen was a really astonishing and amazing woman who worked in who was, who's achieved a lot in a big corporate, and kind of like climbing the corporate ladder up. And she achieved the top, which is rare for women. But at the same time, she's also, when she was like being a really excellent and great leader in the commercial hierarchy, she started wondering like, so okay, what's next? How can we transform from great to significant? What's the value? What's the purpose of achieving and making success? So when Helen was in an executive MBA program from INSEAD and Tsinghua, she learned from a coach that you need to to find a goal of life, you need to understand the past, the future, the goals, and the purpose of life. So she started exploring different opportunities, and she went to Africa, and as she mentioned before, and she really went there, explore different part of life, and try to do something that maybe she would be proud in the future. And by going to Africa, she leveraged her knowledge of business and finance and her network. She helped literally industrially revolutionize the village of Africa. She believed the technology itself could really empower what is needed from the bottom billion. And she also found her own personal and passion and purpose of life there in Africa by really helping people there. So at that point, she feel that that's the right way to really to transform from greatness to significant. And it happens to be at the same time when Binance, a crypto startup that recently turned into the biggest exchange platform in the world, and is like growing star. And at the same time, Binance might also have been asking the same question to itself, like, what's next for Binance? What's the value of it? Although Binance and then Binance have been thinking about promoting the idea of the freedom of value, where everybody could exchange without any intermediary. And I mean, it's a cute coincidence when, you know, both Helen was looking for was exploring purpose of life, and at the same time Binance is also looking for purpose of success. So when these two interesting souls run into each other and wonderful chemistry happen, like, you know, they agree that, okay, if we could combine charity and blockchain together, there will be a new thing. Yeah, there will be for example, like there will be new innovation in charity, and there will be purpose for blockchain technology itself. So that's the story of how Binance Charity began to start. And yeah, so yeah, it's a really cute story. I still like it. And yeah, and even like every day when during our work, Binance Charity, we feel that support and the strong and acknowledged from the founder and the whole company, and we got greatly supported. And a lot of projects that we have initiated actually came from not only the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal, but also it came from the care for the society and the understanding of social responsibility from some CEOs, CZ, and also Helen. So that's how we managed to really find a good balance between greatness and business success. So yeah, we will look forward to explore more.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Amazing. Thank you for sharing, Vanessa.
Yeah, excited to tell people this story. It's so cute and it's so inspiring. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And we have 10 minutes so left, and this is the last topic for today. Okay, so whether now people know blockchain or not, in the end, everyone will use blockchain. It's similar to how everyone is using the internet now. And and if everyone working for humanity are belonging to one big decentralized organization, so what would you name this transformation?
It's hearing from Vanessa and Helen is better, I think.
Yeah.
I think, all the opinions matter, especially when I'm actually excited to know, like from a non-critical perspective, how would you call it? Because you will be the final end user of all this amazing transformation. How did you feel it when internet become a new thing? Mr. Imai. Yeah. So how would we call it? From my personal perspective.
My answer is one Earth, one family, just like that. Because now, Vanessa mentioned before that now helping each other, no border, and I feel like a very close family, and and I and Vanessa communicate every day in these 3 months, and I'm close, and everyone doing how can I say? Yeah, we can support no border, and that feel like a family. Yeah, that's why I mean one Earth, one family.
Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. Yeah. For me, it's a little bit more sharp, not sharp, but less emotional. I will we always believe that since blockchain is will be the new internet, so we might as well call out and use it as industrial revolution of 3.0, so we could be industrial revolution 4.0. It's super blunt. It could be more interesting. So so what do you think, Mr. Imai?
Difficult question for me. For me, industrial, revolution too. As you said, but for me, blockchain, technology, making a good society. I hope. I mean, I really how to say, because internet makes make people to close together, but nowadays it's kind of a big problem we happen. But I feel the internet make people to close too, and I hope blockchain is changing to how to say a good way to how to connect the social issues. I think from my views, especially the non-profit sector is more important because of the government is kind of I feel like government power is kind of weak nowadays, and especially like supporting society, but the non-profit sector is maybe more important. That's why the blockchain and this what you do is how to say the the cryptocurrency is the big how to makes big donation too from abroad too. So yeah, I feel sorry, but I feel like it's a great revolution. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, okay. And so, yeah, time is over and we will finish soon. But I hope I can see the Helen's face once.
We couldn't see it in the 20 minutes too. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's difficult.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, but that was amazing. So I am very enjoyed this session with Vanessa, Helen, and Nori. Yeah, thank you for today.
Yes.
And yeah, let's continue to cooperate.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would love that, and it's an honor to be in this platform with Nuri and Mai and share so many amazing thoughts, and also hear about the story of Helen's, and and share that we are always here together. So yeah, but last but not least, I'm also making a call as always, is that like let's join everybody, let's join not only Binance Charity but also just everybody's joined together and trying to figure out what's the positive social impact we could create together, and and if you have any wonderful sustainable idea, or if you have a good idea that can help other people, and sometimes you can also start thinking about how can blockchain help, and we will be here for you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Vanessa. Okay. Yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. Yeah. じゃあ、これでおしまい。
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Stay in touch. Everybody stay in touch. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.